Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, July the 8th, 2016. Welcome to another eBay video. Today we're going to be discussing some of your comments and concerns on last week's video, including the restocking fee. We're also going to discuss local pickups, a little bit about shipping supplies, a little bit about eBay Open, and about using the eBay contact system. All in all, a lot of material to discuss, so let's get right into it. If you're wondering why I'm inside today, it is because, number one, there's a little landscaper noise outside, and number two, the last few days have been unusually hot for this area. It has been in the 90s every day. And guys, we here in the Northeast do not get temperatures in the 90s that often. Therefore, we feel it more than most of you guys out west. So I'm inside now with the central air conditioning because I'm just cool like that. No pun intended. All right, let's get started with today's eBay video. In last week's video comments, I read all the things you had to say about restocking fees, positive and negative. There's actually quite a few of you guys who do charge restocking fees, and it's something that I'm toying with implementing. I'm not going to do it on all my items, but I may have to start doing it on some of my larger items in case the items are sent back to me where the customer purchased the item by mistake, where he bought the wrong size. As you guys know, 99% of my returns are because customers bought the wrong size. Now, I do not mind taking items back, but considering the fact I offer free shipping on all my items, I'm paying for shipping one way all the time, even though the customers pay to ship it back to me. So it's something I'm thinking about doing, and if I do decide to do it, I will let you guys know. If I do it, I will implement it gradually. As I list new items that are large, I would start charging a restocking fee on certain ones, but not all of them. Definitely not my small items. Somebody had written to me this week and said that they would like to offer local pickups, and they want to know how they can be protected if they offer them. Well, first of all, guys, I'm not a fan of local pickups whatsoever because I got burned years ago. All right, but if you do want to offer them now, you can. But what you have to do in your auction is when you list it, you must check off local pickups accepted. Because if you don't, and then you let somebody come to your house or job and pick the item up, no tracking information will be shown for the item. Therefore, you will be picking up a defect that you don't deserve. So guys, if you're going to use and offer local pickups, you must check it off in the auction listing that you offer local pickups. A quick little sidebar why I don't like them. Now, in all fairness, this was 10 years ago, but back when I used to do auctions, and I don't do them anymore, I'm done with auctions. All right, but when I did them, I had two different buyers dick me over. What happened is this. I had items listed for $9.99 plus, let's say, $10 shipping. Auction format, no local pickup accepted, okay? So what happened is two different buyers won items from me. After they won the items, they wrote to me and said, Joe, I am not going to pay you for this item right now. I do not want to pay for the shipping. I don't live near you, but I will be in your area in about a month. So you hold the item until I'm in your area. That way I save the $10 shipping. Now, I am not less gold. I am not running a pawn shop, okay? So, after whatever it was back then, 6 days, I opened an unpaid item case against both buyers. Neither one of them responded, so bang. eBay sided with me, gave them an unpaid item strike. You would think that would end it? No. Both those buyers turned around, got their unpaid item strikes removed, and left me negative feedback. 2 in 1 month. Now, in all fairness, I got to be honest with you guys, that could never, ever happen today because eBay has improved. eBay has grown and policies have changed. So if anybody ever did that to you, eBay would back you up, okay? But still in all, it left a really bad taste in my mouth. And it's not an important issue because I don't do auctions, all right? I have everything listed, fixed price, immediate payment required. Guys, it's headache-free and hassle-free, and I recommend it to all of you. All right, let's move on. Don't forget, guys, redeem your shipping supplies voucher when you can. I still haven't redeemed mine because I've been really busy this week. And speaking of being busy, last weekend was the July 4th weekend. I would like to know how you guys did. How all of you guys did on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Monday was the holiday. I had predicted 3 dead days. What I got was Saturday, booming. I mean booming. Who would have thought? Sunday, booming. I mean kick-ass. Monday, I only had, I believe, 3 or 4 sales, but they were good sales. Nice coin came in. All in all, I had a great July 4th weekend. Guys, nobody is more surprised than Joey. Surprised and elated. I had a great eBay sales weekend. I would like to know, you guys, comment below how you did. You can just give me a general comment or break it down if you want. But I'm really interested because I put this out on Facebook and it seems as though a large number, I'm talking like 75% of the people enjoyed good sales. I want to know if you guys did too. I want to now jump into the eBay contact system. This is something I talked about last year or a year before. The eBay contact system is a very good tool for eBay buyers and sellers to communicate. However, it's not to be abused. It's only to be used when a buyer has a question about an item that a seller has, like what size is it, what color is it, can I use it for this purpose, or are you willing to lower the price? That's even legit. You cannot use it to harass people. If that happens to you, you must report it to eBay. And not by clicking that report a buyer button. That's a waste of time. You have to call it in. I haven't had any of this kind of abuse in as long as I can remember. But maybe because it was a crazy weekend, a holiday weekend, people were coming out of the woodwork, and I got one. Actually, I had one abuse case and one case that I thought was just amusing. And I'm going to relate them to you now and show you. First, we'll start out with the amusing case, which made me kind of chuckle. A guy contacts me through the eBay contact system, and he says to me, will you take $10 for this item shipped to me? He wants me to ship an item across the country for $10. Obviously, there's no way I'm going to take that. Now, normally, what I do is I try and work with the buyer, establish communication, and get them to raise their price. But before I did that, this guy had a feedback of 1. So I took it upon myself to just check what the item was that he bought. I wanted to see, just curious. And here is what I saw. Can you believe that? 3 items that he didn't pay for from one seller. I'm wondering how many other items he didn't pay for. Okay? So what I did, before I answered him, I did a search on eBay for the same item as I was selling. I found one from another seller that was much cheaper, but it wasn't in such a good a condition as my item. Anyway, I got the link. I wrote back to this buyer. I said, I'm sorry, I cannot go that cheap. However, I have found another eBay seller who's selling it much cheaper than I am. Here is the link. And I gave it to him. It's a win-win. All right? I've told you about this, guys, before. It's a win-win. It helps out this buyer and pushes him off to somebody else. I love it. I love it. But anyway, as I said, normally I would have tried to work with him on the price. But when I saw those 3 non-paying bidder comments, I got nervous. Because who knows how many other items he didn't pay for, whereas sellers didn't even comment on it. Next funny item, or I shouldn't say funny, this is serious. A guy contacted me through the eBay contact system, and I would like to read to you what he said to me, but I can't. Because this is a G-rated channel, and I'm not going to talk like that here on this video. But he was abusive about the price I was asking for an item. He used foul language, and he accused me of smoking weed and being high, and a few other things too, which I can't get into. So when I saw that, I knew right away I was going to call eBay and report this, because that's abuse of the eBay contact system. But before I did, I decided to check his feedback. Now, as you know, as a buyer, no matter what happens, they're going to have 100% feedback. So I decided to check the feedback he left for his sellers. Now, I should tell you, this buyer has a feedback of over 500. So you would think he would know better. But yet, out of 500 items, he has only left feedback for 25 sellers, which is weird. But wait till you see the feedback. Let's have a look at that now. Okay, very quickly, this particular buyer has over 500 feedbacks, oddly enough, yet he has only left 25 feedbacks himself. And look at the amount of red in these 25 feedbacks. Highly, highly suspect, if you ask me. I just want you guys to see this. So guys, what do you think of all that red? I really am shocked sometimes when I see certain buyers leaving an unusual amount of negative feedback. I know there's still a lot of people out there that think we as sellers should be able to neg buyers who don't pay. All right? Back in the early days of eBay, we were allowed to neg buyers who didn't pay, and I did it. All right? What would be great now that the climate has changed, is if eBay would put some kind of a notation next to the person's account when they don't pay. Maybe a little red dot, similar to a neg. Not left by the seller, but left by eBay themselves, just to show people that this person hasn't paid for one item. But somehow, I don't think that will ever come to pass. Anyway, guys, I've kept you long enough this week. Let's do a quick rehash and I'll let you go for the day. First of all, guys, comment how your sales were for the July 4th weekend. I'm very interested because, as I said, I was busy. Quite a few Facebook people were busy, and I want to see if you guys were busy as well. Do any of you guys offer local pickups? I'm interested in that. It's not something I recommend, but again, to each his own. Do what you think works for you. What is your opinion on the person who I just presented to you who sent me an abusive letter through the contact system? Have any of you guys been abused in the eBay contact system? If you have, please discuss it briefly below, and I urge you, I seriously urge you to report it to eBay, because when I called up on this cat, they said to me, he's definitely abusing it. We are going to kick this up to risk management. Excuse me, it's a little dry in here right now. They were going to kick it up to risk management, and hopefully something will be done about it, because the eBay contact system is not to abuse people, period. Thanks for watching. I'm Crazy New York Driver, you're not. Don't forget, if you're planning on going to eBay Open, or if you want to learn more about it, just go to ebayopen2016.com. I highly recommend it. I guarantee you'll have a good time. If you have to work, I totally understand it. You can't go, you can't go. But I guarantee you one thing. It'll be better than going to the movies all alone. Cheers, folks. See you guys next week right here on the Crazy New York Driver Show. Peace! Yeah!